Good evening. I'm Greer McGeary, President of Seahorse Victoria. My guest tonight is Tiff. Welcome, Tiff.
Hi, Grace. Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about yourself. We're growing up and a little bit about your early life.
I growing up in Malaysia. Is a small village. It's called Kelantan, Pasir Putih. A lot Muslim population, maybe 98%.
When you were growing up, your siblings? Or?
Yeah, I have 5 siblings, 3 boy, 2 girl. I'm number 4.
Number 4.
Yeah.
I'm number 3 in my family of 5. What are your earliest memories of sort of, working out where you're at with your life? Did you always feel the way you currently feel, or was there a lot of not sure?
There is a lot of things that I can speak up. At age 3 years old, I still remember my mother tried to wear me a girl skirt, and I don't really like it to wear it, and I was crying. I tried to wear the girl's clothes. You are baby that time. You already know that you don't like the clothes like to wear like skirt to be a woman. I like to wear a boy clothes all the time because you know why? Because my brother, I always have a sibling is a brother. Always play with them, and I see them wear a boy clothes is really comfortable. That's made me want to do the same thing like my brother did. And I also born the way that like a different body, and a girl body, but actually it's a man soul inside. My feeling is like to be a boy.
Yeah, like you got your 4 brothers.
Yeah.
And you liked playing those boy games and all those sorts of things?
Yes, I do. When I'm a little kid, that time, my childhood time, I always go out with my brother, and I'll go to fishing and shooting, and we always go to the pub, like the children pub to play. And every time my brother, I have 2 brothers, that they always go with a friend or the boy teenager, so I always follow them wherever they go. So they take me, and then that's how I see the as a boy, how they play very tough thing.
So your mother was sort of trying to make sure you followed the girl things but not the boy things. Was that constant throughout your childhood?
Yes.
Yeah. So what was it like when you started going to school?
Primary school, I have to wear skirt, but but inside we wear pants, but like, so I'm not really comfortable, but I'm still little children. I don't know anything, so my mom, we have to, because I know myself, but I cannot speak up because in my village they don't know about trans thing, and even I don't tell my friends because people would thought that this is not right, not normal. They thought I would be crazy if I tell them like I'm girl but I want to be a boy. So I just have to quiet and just be myself.
Were you subject to, say, bullying at school?
Not say bullying, but people made fun of you, like kind of a made fool on you, say something silly, like they are say, "Are you a tomboy?" They are laughing on you, and in my country, you want to be a girl to be a boy, they call you tomboy, but kind of like discrimination, but in a different way, and they just laughing on you because the way you are is totally different, and even my uncle auntie, they will call me tomboy, and it's like sometimes you will feel it's not fun because that time I'm still little children. I don't know anything about discrimination. When I grow up, and then I know this thing.
So that was pretty consistent through primary school.
Primary
way. So
school.
what about going to secondary school?
Secondary school, I have to hiding myself as well because it's after primary school I go to another state to study in secondary school in different town in the place that I live. So that is I have a few friends also same like me to be a transgender. We know each other but we never speak up because we don't want this thing to spread out. When they spread out, a lot of people will gossip and then will become like it's not
so
safe for us.
Yeah,
It's not safe for us.
It creates an
Yeah.
unsafe situation.
Yeah, great.
Did you find that sort of impacted on the way you learnt things, like your study, your academic skills?
I found out can be difficult sometimes,
Yeah.
and because I have a girl group, that's when I in secondary school we have a team like all the girls I join together. They don't know my gender, and a bit difficult for me to. So I have to be careful when I go out with them or study together the subject what we're doing, but I never speak about LGBTIQ this thing.
So that sort of made you very secretive in some way.
Had to be secret. And
Did that secretive did you sort of maybe have what other people call behavioural issues, or
yes, there were cause that will see your behavior different and have to be careful surround them the people. You cannot be who you want to be. You have to act like girl even though you are man, you know you want to be man. It's like very uncomfortable situation.
So all your schooling, primary and secondary, is in Malaysia.
Yeah.
Did you go on to university or anything like that?
No, I finished my secondary school. I went to Singapore after finish study secondary school, and I went to Singapore for working and learning something different work and people, the culture there.
How long were you in Singapore for?
8 to 10 years.
Yeah.
And then I decide to, at Singapore that time I work as a cook to learn cooking to be a chef, but I'm not a qualified chef, but I just go there work as a cook. So I decide to come to Australia to learn, to study, and one of the reason because I'm transgender as well, so I want to come here to change my gender for me, and I want to learn culture here. So what the main point is because I want to find safe space and freedom for myself. That's why I fly from Singapore, come to Melbourne, and then I can be who I want to be.
How long have you been in Melbourne for?
14 years.
Has any of your other family moved to Australia?
I don't have family moved to Australia, but I have some friends, but it's not that close. Like when I meet people here, they're from Malaysia as well.
You got enough of a friendship base to make it work for you?
Not many, that
Not real close.
not real close friendship, but I have a very good connection with the community people like TGV, all this community organization. They give me a lot of support. Have a sort of something that if I struggle to struggle like sometimes to get a support. So
what was the support group that you first came in contact with when you came to Melbourne? Was that the Shed? Or?
TGV, as Uniting Brunswick, Asylum Seeker Resources. There's a few organizations that when support me when the COVID time. I lost my job. I was talking about this. COVID time, that time is very hard for me. And I have to, from the Regina's place, I had to move to close to the workplace that can give me support. So I'm moving around. Basically, you keep moving because you cannot stay one place because if you don't get a job, you don't get support, you cannot live there. You have to find the close to you or surrounding you that have a good community, that local community organization that you can go there whenever you need
Yeah.
to get support.
Yeah.
I think I find out this is very important
Yeah.
because without this organization community, I think I'd not be here. I'm serious because
Oh,
you cannot put food on the table.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you're not working. Where you can get the support?
So what sort of work were you doing here? Were you doing cooking and that type of work?
Yeah, I've thought about this. I'm study at the moment. Like I also work. I do a lot of things. I do a lot of things. I do
Jack of all trades,
cooking.
as
I
they
do
say.
social support worker. I do volunteer near to my place. West that is calling West Welcome Wagon to helping people, and I do a chef job like a bakery, and I do hospital work as well, kitchen assistant to helping patient because it's time for me to helping people to giving back because people helping me, I helping someone. I think it's good to giving back.
Having sort of then moved to Singapore and then to Australia, and you're just describing a really a challenging period for your life, in that you've got to do all those things, as you say, like support through because of all those things. So have you had a chance to go back to Malaysia and visit your family, or?
At the moment, I not yet thinking to go back, but we have see each other on the nowadays we got social media like phone. You can use phone contact them. You can see through the phone, and I do contact them. The moments I have a lot busy time here. Have a lot thing that I have to settle down first.
Your phone contact with your family,
Yeah.
What are their reactions to you now?
Or they told me no, don't come back, stay in Melbourne because they want me to stay here.
Revert back to
Yeah,
being
and
a
then
girl.
because here we got better opportunity and you got better job. Malaysia, if I go, it's hard for me because you have to remember I'm transgender. I'm LGBT, transgender, and then people not recognize there, and it's not safe for me to go back there.
Your mum and dad obviously don't really like what you've done, but
I never talk about this with my parents because it's very sensitive thing. For my family, they are traditional culture. They always wanted me to marry. Until now, they still want me to marry. But we are men, not we are girls.
So it's a big challenge on that side of your life. You're doing a lot of things here now. You've got a network of support with maybe a couple of very close friends. So what type of studying are you doing at the moment?
Community services. I'm doing early childhood. Previously, I do chef is already. I finished chef course a long time ago, so I try to get more skill to learn more skill in Australia as much as I can, and at the moment I focus on the community services because it's helped me a lot to learn and be able to support people in the future. So I like to helping people if I be able, because my mom always told me if you can help someone, just help. She always tell me that.
So at least some wisdom from
Yeah, she always tell me that even on the phone. She say it's not hard if people come to you, then they need help. If you can do it, just do it.
You have a connection with a lot of individuals from Malaysia in a similar circumstance to yourself.
Melbourne, I don't have much Malaysia friend, but I'm basically I have a lot trans people friend from Malaysia. Like real friend, I don't have much Malaysia friend here, but mostly only LGBTIQ people that I have more connection.
Before the conversation tonight, that you talked about you're involved in things, and you're talking about you've brought a couple of books along just to briefly show us some of the things that you're involved in.
This is the book that I got two books here. One
Yeah.
is Nothing to Hide. One in Flux. It's about trend and gender diverse reflection and imagining. And this about Nothing to Hide is about voice of trend and gender diverse Australia. I asked my friend to help me to editing, and I tell my story in my own language. So my friend helping me to editing, and in this book got 4 or 5 people to editing. That is a really interesting this book, because I think it's good to have a story in a book in the future. When people reading your book, the legacy was there.
Yeah.
When you die, your story is remain.
And in some ways, that's what conversations
Yeah.
on video are
Yeah.
about too. It's acting as a resource to help somebody else as well. You're studying sort of social services and sort of helping others.
Yeah. I want to share this one story. This is very true story.
Yeah.
That's happened 2 days ago.
Yeah.
He's even though I'm not only helping LGBTIQ people, anyone, if they come to me, this person is my housemate long time ago. When the COVID time was live together with me, nearly 1.5 years, and then he was come 2 days ago, come to knock the door, ask for help. The reason he moved out because his life is very complicated. He's a man. He's a man. He's not LGBT. He's a real man. He's have a wife. He have a wife, but they are divorced. The wife in New Zealand, so he come here to working, and then that's why I meet him. He rent the place that I live.
Yeah.
So he was come there, and then that's how I know him. He have a good job that time when he live with me together, working good, everything. And then after he met this girl from his country, and then he go back and then so they are girlfriend boyfriend. So he bring this girl come over. That time this is the thing start. So the problem they move out. So they decide to move out. They don't want to live with us together because they want own space.
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
the girl pregnant, so they want their own space. So they move out. So I haven't seen him for 2 years. Okay?
Yeah.
2 years when start moving out. COVID time. 2 days ago he coming back, he knocked the door. I was shocking. I said, "Are you okay? What happened?" You know, he was like very depressed. You know, people like depressed, sick, and he's homeless at all. Got nothing. He only got car. He was afraid. He was skinny, like hungry. So I say, okay, come inside to my house. I give him food. I give him rice, eating, drink, everything. And then he come that time 6:30. So, are you okay? I say, what do you need? So, I know you need help. So now it's very late, 6:30. I can't do anything, but I can refer you. So I got all the list that I always keep with me, that where to get support, like because I know a few, but I can contact them. But it's late 6:30, no one open. So I say, you write down all this name in the local area. Tomorrow you call them or you go that place. And I refer him to Salvation Army. Every Friday, that's a free meal that you can get. He was no house. He was sleep on the train station because you know why? He have a problem with a wife, domestic one, and then he cannot go back his place. So he was come here to talk to me, need someone to listen. He was crying. He was depressed. I never see a man like that, but I try to convince him to support him as much as I can. I know it's not safe for me because sometimes people have a mental health. You don't know, but I am okay. I know because I know him long time. He will not hurt me anything because we just want to help people. You don't think too far like, oh, this guy have problem. You're not supposed to.
So that's the style of help that you do.
I help him.
Obviously, a very
I give him
story.
Personal story. I know, and I give him blanket, and he want pillow blanket. He was sleep in the car. I say, hopefully he better. He's okay now.
Yeah, the sense of giving back to others is very important. Because one, besides helping them, it helps you to feel as though you're a valued person in yourself.
Not only him, I helped few people before as well. I just mentioned this because it's very important. People to to understand life is not easy.
You've been able to tell your story, personal story for the books,
Yeah.
and you're getting out and helping other people. So where do you see yourself going from here? How do you see yourself in, say, 5 years' time?
This is question that's always people asking me. I'm not sure I'm still alive or not in 5 year time. You never know what happened tomorrow, right? You cannot think
That's
for
true.
5 year time. I
Yeah.
always say think for tomorrow first. I think I want to do good thing for the people as much as I can because I believe in the karma. Karma is always there. If you do some, that's what my mom told me always. Because if I want to die, I want to die peaceful, right? So you need to start to do something good. That's because my culture is a Buddhism, and then that's what we taught me. And I little children, my mom always taught me like that. I believe the karma, and even though I would start doing good thing, and in 5 year time or start to build up little. If I have a chance, I want to do little bit business because I like to baking cake, cooking business because I have studied business too here. My background is a business. My parents they doing business, so I want to get the opportunity to do a business probably for LGBTIQ people. That says like a safe space for the people come to the restaurant, cafe, like little small cafe. So that's my goal, and also support people.
Having at least a goal to work towards without necessarily saying I'm going to be a millionaire or whatever,
No.
all those sorts of things.
No need.
But having a steady sort of goal to work towards it,
So
it allowing you to continue that service that you want to help others as well as
and
provide for yourself.
provide myself and value the people, and also have a good connection with community people. Nowadays is very important. And you don't have, I always say to people, you don't have to be a millionaire to helping people. You know what I mean? You don't need to wait until you're millionaire. Of course, you have money, you can help, you give donation. But if you don't have money, you do different way to help.
That's right.
You know, if you have you're sharing food, example, you don't have. You sharing the food with the people. Homeless is also helping people.
You have a very interesting story to tell, and just sort of recapping there, you sort of the challenges of your schooling and family in Malaysia, and then going to Singapore for 8 years and sort of working and making sure, and then you see, I've got to make a big challenge for myself and come back to Australia and Melbourne in particular to be able to be yourself. That shows a lot of personal courage.
Yes.
I think it's a lot of courage involved in there.
I want to add one more thing. You know why I'm so strong? Because when I in primary school, I play a lot of sport. I like a boy. I like to play sport. That challenge me. I play all the sport. I always fight back. Fight back if something not right, or if I always stand up and fight back.
On that positive note, sort of showing that you have the courage, and you say that you are strong as a person because you give back to others. You play your sport so that it keeps you physically fit. And all those things. I think it's an incredibly uplifting story to show that you can be yourself, despite sort of moving from one country to another, and maybe not quite having the family support you thought you might have had in other circumstances, but clearly still a loving, the love that you give out to others, I think, comes across in your story. So.
A lot of people say you are very inspiring people. This is, my friend told me, like, I like your story because your story inspiring people. And bad thing when I in my country, I cannot be who I want to be. When I come to Australia, then I can be who I want to be. I freely, openly, and tell people that I'm trans, even now, because you don't feel afraid. You confident. You come to this place, you confident. You be yourself, and I'm trans. Even like working, you don't shy. You don't afraid. You don't worry people gonna hurting you. Of course, because you don't know, but you not that afraid. If my country, I had to hiding for 30 years.
So that encouraging note about your current life in Australia and the opportunities it's offered you here in Melbourne, I'd like to thank you for taking part in the conversation tonight. Thank you very much.
I also want to thank you to you because you encouraged me a lot to be who I want to be, and I really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
I'm Greer McGeary. My guest has been Tiff. Thank you for watching Ben TV.